So I'm going to begin this by saying I'm not overly religious or anything like that. I was brought up with a religious background, so I do have a lot of knowledge about things that the Bible says and speaks on. So with that being said, you know, whether or not, whatever your religious background is, whether you're whatever religion you may be, whether or not you believe what the Bible says or don't believe what the Bible says, if you read it, there are a lot of very practical lessons in there that you can use, take and apply practically to your life now. And one of those I'm going to speak on right now is Jonah and the whale, or Jonah and the big fish. And if you're knowledgeable about that, I don't have to tell you about it. But if you don't know, what the situation was God told Jonah to go and preach to a group of individuals, and Jonah, he didn't want to do it. So what he did was get on the ship, destined to go away from the area where God told him to preach, where God told him to go and fulfill his calling, his destiny or whatnot. So instead of doing that, Jonah was going away from what God told him to do. In the midst of him running away from what God told him to do, there was a big storm on the sea, and Jonah knew that the reason that the ship was undergoing such turmoil and such turbulent conditions was because he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, what God asked him to do, what God told him to do. So he took accountability for what he had done, and that's, like I said, it's many lessons in one in this. So he took accountability for not doing what he had been called to do, and he threw himself overboard, threw himself into the ocean. And when he did, so he had faith that God would take care of him and deliver him and take him to the spot that he was supposed to be in the first place. And so when he did that, he was swallowed by a big fish, which in turn swam to the land where he was supposed to be delivering the message in the first place, and spit him out upon land so he could accomplish his calling. And you say, how is that applicable in our present day lives? Well, I don't know how you can apply to yours. Well, I do know how you apply to yours, but I don't know your situation. I don't know what you're going through, what you may or may not be going through, but I know personally, I can apply it to my life personally. And most things that I can apply to my life, other people can apply to theirs, because our situations may not be the same, but the things that we go through in life are similar on different levels. So with that being said, I've known for a long time that I had potential to do great things and do this and do that, and that God really wanted me to. That's what he expected out of me, because he gave me the ability to do these things. So I didn't want to. I didn't want the responsibility. I felt like, I just want to live my life. Let me just live it. But if you have a calling on your life, things are going to be turbulent. Things may not go the way that you want them to go or the way that you expect them to go. And that's to be expected, because you're not doing what it is that you were put here on this planet to do. And that's not to say that even if you are put here doing what you're supposed to be doing, that you're not going to encounter obstacles and speed bumps in your path. Because regardless of what you're doing, you're going to encounter obstacles and hardships and whatnot. But the thing about it is, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, those obstacles and hardships are 9 times out of 10 just put there either to test your resolve or to teach you something. And a lot of times it'll seem like it's something that's going to hinder you, but once you go through it with the proper attitude, it's actually something that's going to benefit you on the other side. So that's the lesson on that part. So once you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you get it in your mind, okay, well, hey, all right, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, but this is what I'm supposed to be doing. That's when you throw yourself overboard and throw yourself in the light, even though it may seem like, okay, this decision is going to be hard, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, but you put your faith in your Creator and you do it anyway. See what I'm saying? So you take that leap, you take that risk, that calculated risk that's going to put you in a position where you're supposed to be, and then like the big fish, God is going to carry you on to the place that you're supposed to be, where you can be able to do what he called you to do, so you can gain the blessings that you're supposed to receive. And that's just where I'm at in my life. I've ran from what I'm supposed to be doing for so long, but here I am now. I'm doing it. I know I'm supposed to be helping people in some shape, form, or fashion. So I don't know what the next step may bring, but at the end of the day, I'm going to take the proper steps now to ensure that whatever comes next is what's supposed to come for me. And I can't do anything but share my experiences with you and hope that you gain something from that and can hopefully, apply it in your life to where you do the same thing in your life to where you're able to hit that next level that you're supposed to hit.